For those of you that follow my channel know that I don't have PPF on my red Tesla Model Y, and I now have over 50,000 miles on this car, and it has taken a beating, and it's time that I do something about it. Yeah, those are all of the rock chips I have to fix. And why am I fixing them now? Because I'm going to be installing PPF on the front of my car, but I'm going to be doing it myself. And that is a video for another time. Today, we're talking about paint retouching. Now, unless you're in direct sunlight, these paint chips are kind of hard to see, but when you're in direct sunlight, they stand out pretty readily because they're white on the red background. Pull the car inside because I don't want to be dealing with touch-up paint in direct sunlight, and I am using the Tesla touch-up paint kit. So I've had this for a little while, and this is what we're going to use. So how do we do it? Well, if you follow the manufacturer's instructions, you're supposed to apply the paint and then follow it up with a blending solution. My blending solution is almost run out, and I may have a different approach to that, but it also comes with this squeegee here, and from what I can tell and based on my experience up to this point, this squeegee is pretty well worthless. So let me show you what I'm doing. Now, before you do any touch-up work on your paint or put paint on top of the paint, you want to make sure that the surface is clear and isn't covered by some sort of wax or other material. So I have a bottle here of 99% isopropyl alcohol, which I can spray on the surface of the paint to make sure that it takes off any of that additional layers, because we want to make sure that paint is adhering to other paint. I've already done that, so let's go ahead and get filling. Well, we're going to follow the less is more strategy here, and I just have a very small amount that I'm just going to go ahead and just barely dab on these little rock chips until I don't see any more white. I'm not overly concerned about filling in the holes because I'm going to be putting PPF on the car, but we're just going to go through here and just barely touch these rock chips. We're going to let this dry for about 30 minutes. They aren't perfect. Again, they aren't completely smooth, but again, I'm going to put some PPF on top of this and hopefully it'll disguise it a little bit, but if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'm okay with that. So we're going to wait a little bit. We'll check in when we're ready to do the buffing off. It's been 30 minutes. It's time to clean up our work, and we're going to do that with this spray wax. It's just a basic spray wax from Chemical Guys. You can have any spray wax from what I understand, but we're going to go ahead and apply this with a soft microfiber cloth and see if we can just take the high points off of these touch-up points, and then we should be pretty much done. So I pulled the car out into the sunlight, and you can see the final results here. And I don't know if that'll be captured on camera as well as it looks here, but the white specks that were there before from the rock chips just popped, and they were very easy to spot. And now that I have it pulled out of the sun with the paint corrected, let's just say, I don't notice them. And actually from this distance, 3 or 4 feet, I can't even see the white chips because I did miss a couple of them, and I'm going to have to go back and correct those. But right now, I mean, this looks really darn good. And I think this is a good first step for me to do the correction before I jump into applying the paint protection film. But before I can do that, I got to clean it. I got to do a clay bar. I got to do some other things. But I want to make sure that I can get the front of this car as good as possible before I apply the PPF. But for now, this is how I do paint correction, at least touch-up paint correction for rock chips. Hope you found this video helpful. If you did, I'd appreciate a like. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you're looking to pick up a Tesla of your own, make sure you use a referral link. Any referral link will work, but if you want to use mine down below, that would be great. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.